Hey,
What's up? Good afternoon.
how's
Good
everybody
afternoon.
doing? Welcome to episode 69 of the Smash Masters.
69. That's
Uh,
man, one more away and we're into the 70s already. 70. That's wild.
It is. That's
That's wild.
crazy. We've been,
That's what has it been it's been what a little over a year now, a year and a half of
yeah. It's been a lot of fun. We've been having a lot of sport. I mean, people are hitting that like and subscribe
yeah.
button, make sure to keep doing that.
Appreciate all you guys, man. What's going on? How's everybody doing? I hope their Labor Day weekend has been fantabulous. Doing I didn't do anything today. So
No,
I
nothing.
did.
Is that good?
Well, I mean, I did some, house maintenance, cleanup, and all that kind of stuff, but nothing crazy today. Nothing crazy
Just
today.
no real responsibilities, laid back kind of deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little bit. Just a
That was
little
this
bit.
weekend for me. I did a lot of driving, visiting family, but I took the weekend off from doing any work, which was much needed.
You did something pretty cool though. You took and made a toolbox kind of to custom fit your vehicle and maximize all that space.
I had a lot of help from my father on that one. He's the
Mhm.
woodworker, out of the two of us,
Yeah.
made some majorly huge
Nice.
drawers for my car, so I
Yeah.
got a lot of space in there. The video of the setup is coming soon because I really feel like now it's set up to the point where I can show it off.
Uh-huh.
So it's pretty cool. It
Nice.
is.
Nice.
Um, I also
Um,
haven't used it on the road yet, so maybe I should use it on a few PDR jobs, make sure everything's set
yeah,
the way
get
I
it
want.
going. Make sure
Yeah,
you like
then I'll
what's
make the
going
video.
on. Yeah. But your initial setup idea looked like it was pretty good.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
Another thing we got a giveaway coming up soon, real soon.
Just go right to the Facebook page right here. I just pinned it to the top of the page. It's this square right here.
Mm-hmm.
You can find it right at the top of the page. You just click on that and brings up the giveaway post.
Yeah, you've seen us talk about this before a few times, but it's the Inspection Wedge 2.0. It has a light and kind of a clip tool feature. It works real good for lots of different applications other than just window wedge. And we're giving away 5 of these this time. And yep, that's it right there. Those
Yep, and I will throw in Smash Master sticker
nice
with everyone. Why not, right?
Yeah, those things are cool. We've been using them for a while. We like them. We decided to give a few away, and that's courtesy of Hudson over
Yeah, we've been using them since
Gent
like May,
Jets.
trying to
Yeah.
break them, and I mean I've marred mine up a bit, but it's still in one piece. It's still working.
Right.
Both
Right.
of them.
Works
So
good.
it's yeah, very happy with that.
Yeah.
So make sure to head over there. If you don't have Facebook, same thing as on Instagram.
Yep. And I think this giveaway is the 15th, right? Correct if I'm wrong. I think it's the 15th of this month. 14th. Oh, how about a drill bit? Okay.
15th,
When
I
you said
think.
no, I thought you were shaking your head no about that. How about a drill bit?
I
Want to
think
give away a case of drill bits?
it's on the 15th. We are not giving away the drill bits. We will
No.
maybe hole plugs. We'll
We've got some after this giveaway, we've got some more stuff coming, keeping them along, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So yeah, let's keep it moving with that stuff. But go over there, head on, do all the likes and tags and all that stuff, and giving away 5 this time. So yeah, come see them.
Yeah.
So we got a pretty good guest coming on tonight. I don't know if you guys might know him, you might not, but Butch Freedman, Andrew Freedman. He's our guest tonight, so let's go ahead and bring him in.
Okay. Hey, there he is.
What's up, buddy?
Okay. I'm going to start by saying Butch is not my real name, even though that's what my dad calls me.
Yeah.
I was young. I erased my Facebook. Then, of course, I felt left out, so I had to reopen one. So I just called it Butch Freedman. This was 16, 17 years ago. So it's Butch stuck. But anyway, my name's Andrew, Dent Tech PDR out of St. Petersburg, Florida. Been doing dents. I started with Dent Wizard in 2003, September. I think it was September 21st, 2023. I just graduated college. My mom said, I know you're not going to have a real job, so why don't you try this dent thing out? I was like, yeah, all right, let's do it.
Something your mom inspired.
Yeah. And she was right. And here I am. It's really the only job I've ever had. It
It's
worked
really
out.
it's not the first time we've heard that it was a mom inspired career choice.
Right. That's yeah. I've
I don't
heard.
know what else I would have done, but I think I picked the right thing. So
Yeah, it seems to be doing good. I've seen you on TikTok and all that stuff, killing it, and videos are looking good. Doing some killer work out there. That tent is one of the things that was like, hey, that's
I
a
should get
pretty
into the
sweet
tent
idea.
selling business. Honestly, everybody
Right,
has to go to that tent.
right. Everybody, yeah,
It's the first time I've seen it is in your videos. It's pretty badass. Easy to set up, easy to store.
Yeah. No, it goes right up. It's inflatable, comes down quick. It's not too big. Like some of those portable paint booths are, they fill up the back of your truck. You wouldn't have room for anything else.
yeah.
But yeah, no, this gets into like a bag. You throw it in the back seat of your truck. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Shade isn't that great, but there's, things you can add on to it. I just, I have that side panel. If it's a windy day, you probably don't want that, but it really does. Yeah. That's super early too, so the sun's kind of in an angle.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I can't do the out in the open thing like back in the day with the fade board, just working in the sun, getting fried.
Yeah, that's difficult. I've done that a time or two, and there's been times that I've had no choice. I forgot something that I needed or something, and I had to just work with what I had. But that's pretty sweet.
It is very cool. No, you've got me thinking about it myself. I like the shade. I burn easy. I don't like being in the sun.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to have a shop. That's my goal, is just to have a shop, but I want to buy one. I don't want to be the guy that's at the shop full time. Mm-hmm. Just the mobile thing's just too easy. Like, it's like I'm not waiting for the customer to come. Like, they can't cancel on me. I know where you live. I'm coming.
Yeah, you don't have to have like a renter style insurance or something like that for commercial business insurance property for a mobile, do you?
No. Well, I mean, I do, just because dealers and stuff, but no one's ever asked me about that. No.
Yeah, right.
So it's nobody really asked. Yeah.
Yeah, but Josh Drago said he's 3 hours from you on the other coast of Florida. So
nice.
Got a neighbor over here. Yeah.
Call me when you get a hailstorm.
Competition.
Nah,
Josh
3 hours is a bit far. Yeah.
I swear, in this town there is no competition. Like, we all work together. Like, they'll send me stuff, I'll send them stuff.
That's good.
Sometimes we'll agree. We'll say, hey, what did you try? This guy sent me this dent on this Tesla. What did you quote him? Just to see if they're lying or not.
Right. We've got that up here too. I'm in Connecticut, and we've got the same kind of thing going on here. So
it's a lot better if you just work together.
It's funny when they contact a bunch of us, they start shopping around, and we'll say, because you could tell who's going to shop around. And so it's like, did you get that Tesla? And it's like, yeah, I got that Tesla. And what'd you give them? We're not supposed to do that, by the way.
That's where the sales comes in. Like, you got to be a salesman at that point. Like, oh, let me tell you why you should go with me. I can get there tomorrow. I'm gonna do a better job. Whatever.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a sales game for sure.
It definitely is. So you were hanging out at Dent Wizard. How long?
Let's go back to the let me take you way back.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
I'm gonna go with I left out a part of the Dent Wizard story. 1997. I have a Chevy Blazer. I'm in 11th grade of high school. I got a big dent in my Chevy Blazer. My cousin, John Berkeley, he's probably 13 years older than me. He gets a job with this company called Dent Wizard or Ding Wizard or something. I'm like, what is this, like, dead end job he's working for? Is that like a plumber? I mean, it's like nothing. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So he comes over. He's like, "Oh, you got a dent in your Blazer. Let me fix it for you." And he takes his line board with the suction cup. And I'm like, "Oh, he's like sucking the dent out." He fixes the dent. I'm like, "I'm gonna have that painted anyway." Like, so a 17-year-old kid, just no sense.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna paint.
So he fixes the dent, and he's all like, "Man, check that out. It's badass, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I guess it's cool, And so he's been in it since 97-ish. Maybe he started the year before that. But so I go to college, and I knew about this Dent Wizard thing, but I was like, that's not something I'm gonna do.
Uh-oh.
froze up. But it sounds like he wasn't too impressed with that laser dent repair. I don't think. He's like, maybe I don't know. I'm not sure.
There we go.
There he's back.
Okay,
He's back. He's back.
So I get out of college. I'm hanging out. I'm like, what am I gonna do? My mom's like, I know you're not gonna get a real job. Why don't you go try this dent thing with your cousin? Seems like you could do pretty good at that. And I'm like, all right. And so there's Dent Wizard over here. My roommate in college, his girlfriend at the time, now his wife, her dad was the founder of Dr. Vinyl. So I had it in there too. I'd never heard of that. That was just a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. He's like, you can come work for Dr. Vinyl, go with Dent Wizard. Those were my real two main options. And I was like, Dr. Vinyl was like, I'm going to put you out in California and Huntington Beach. I was a surfer. I was like, oh my God, this sounds amazing. But something, I don't know. I just got scared. I don't know. Maybe that was it. That's a long way. I was in South Carolina at the time. I grew up in Richmond, Virginia, college in South Carolina, living in until my lease ran out at my college rental. California, that was just pretty far. So I'm like, I'm going to do that Wizard thing. They said they'll keep me somewhere around here. I get a job. They ship me out to Missouri. It's like the furthest away from anywhere I've ever been. Yeah, it was great. It was like a culture shock, even though, it's not that weird. It just, I'd never been anywhere.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm out there. Actually, I was horrible. Like Mike Seawald was my trainer. And he was like, man, you suck. Like, you're not going to make it here. And I was like, this is my permanent address. Like, I have nowhere to go. I've checked out of my rental. I don't live anywhere. I live at Dent Wizard HQ.
Right.
You can't really kick me out, because I'm not leaving. I don't know. So anyway, he's giving me a hard time. Honestly, looking back, I think he did that to, just to test me to see if I'd freak out. They give you a hard time. They poke at you just to see if you're, test you. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, man, whatever. Like, I'm just here. Like, give me a hard time. I could care less. Whatever. So anyway, for about a month in, I thought I was getting cut because I didn't realize, but I was fixing the dent off just the shadow. I could see it moving, and I could tell when I was in the middle because it would move this, uniformly, but I couldn't see my tip.
Mm-hmm.
A month in, at 4:00 in the afternoon, I see my tip for the first time, and it's like, hallelujah! I actually get what you guys are talking about.
Mm-hmm. So it took about a month for that.
Yeah, it's like, stop, put your tool down. It's time to go home. It's the end of the day. I was like, oh my God. But that was it. Like, it was the hardest thing I've ever learned.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Maybe besides surfing, because you can only surf when there's a wave and it's hard to practice. But dents is like, everybody thinks, oh, anybody can be a dent guy. Like, I could just do it on the side or whatever. No, it's hard.
It looks super easy when you watch the videos.
It is.
Oh,
right. If somebody's really experienced, anything looks easy at that point, regardless of what it is, if you're experienced. But that was something for me that was difficult, was trying to kind of figure out how to read the light, like when to push it back up close, if you need it over here, down here, whatever. It was that was a difficult part for me.
Yeah. I always tell people a lot of the training is training your eyes. Because you don't see anything at first. You're staring, and you're staring for days and weeks, and then your eyes learn to see different. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, oh, okay, there's my tip through the orange peel. I can finally see something.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
Absolutely. So you're in. Was there any automotive related job before Dent Wizard? I know you said you 11th grade, so probably
nothing.
Not, right?
I had a Jeep. I spray painted once. That's about the most body work I'd ever done. I thought it was pretty badass. Like, I put some Bondo in there and spray painted it with a rattle can. I was like, man, that looks good.
It's flat black, right? Flat black.
No, it was metallic brown. It's actually sweet Jeep. It was Golden Eagle, but the paint I got was just Home Depot, like brown paint, and I thought like nobody could tell,
Yeah,
rusty Jeep spot right in front of the door on an old CJ7. I would give anything to still have that Jeep, but whatever. Sold it for $1,700.
If you liked it, then it was fine.
Yeah, it was fine. With
that.
So no experience. I've been a busboy and a waiter and a stonemason for a day. I got fired. Worked some ice cream shops. Just like. no real landscape, summer jobs, just whatever.
Yeah, right.
So, but I was out of college. I was ready to hit the ground and see what I could do. And so Dent Wizard, graduated out of Dent Wizard. They immediately sent me to an auto auction in Darlington, South Carolina. I lived in the Days Inn for like 6 months. just like you're training. You're sort of in a holding tank, like waiting for them to position you somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that was all right. I mean, I'd still go to Myrtle Beach on the weekends and stuff. I was 22, still making a check. Like I wasn't really on commission because I wasn't that fast.
Mm-hmm.
This was in the Ford Taurus days at the auction. So you just fix the Ford Taurus with a big bubble kind of thing.
Right.
It was a weird dent. Like it was super weird.
Yeah.
Big, huge smile. And I didn't really know what a smile or an eyebrow really was. But yeah. So then finally they placed me in Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm like, it's going all right. Actually, I hated it. I was like, Nashville, this is the worst place ever. Like now I'll go to Nashville and it's a cool little town, but at 23, you don't really like anything, you're like,
right.
Anywhere you didn't pick is like, this place sucks. But anyway, so I had a route.
Forced to be there. Yep.
Yeah. I was forced to be there. I didn't know anybody, like culture shock again.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was there for 6 months. Then I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm quitting. So they're like, you can't really quit. You're under contract. We're going to sue you. So,
right.
Okay, give me something. Give me some kind of option. They're like, we got one position available. It's in this place called St. Petersburg, Florida. I'm like, cool, let's go. I didn't know if it difference in St. Petersburg or Sarasota. I knew it was like somewhere over there.
Mm-hmm.
So pack up. I moved down to St. Petersburg and just they give me some, had the Lexus dealership. I had Toyota, Nissan, like just a bunch of dealerships. Yeah, I had a route and it was going all right. But those like Nissan type dealerships, like the management, I'd finally have a good month. Like, I killed it this month. And then new manager, like, okay, starting from scratch. He doesn't want to fix anything.
Yeah.
So I still had 2 years to fill out my contract. So, I'm just doing my thing, not really making any money, whatever, enough to pay my bills, single, no obligations, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got one opportunity. First opportunity I got after my contract was filled, I was gone. It was like some car wash thing. Like they were selling dents, but like they said I could do pretty good. So I tried that and I really did. Like I was making more money than I ever did on a route, but I didn't understand the business model of a car wash. It's the same customers. So for the first month I killed it. The next month, the same customers. I've already fixed all their dents.
Right.
So I was like, okay, so this isn't going to work either.
Point.
But I'd always heard about this hail thing. Like I heard, oh man, these guys make so much money. Like it hails in a city and you go there. This is all I knew.
Yeah.
It hails in the city and you go there and you just work and make all this money. But they're all on crack and coke and like they're all like low lives, living in trailers. That's what I thought. I was like, I don't know if I want to work around those guys.
Yeah, right.
So that's all I had to go on. So my first hailstorm, Columbus, Missouri, 2006. I go out, I show up. I'm like, man, I'm a badass dent guy, dude. I'm going to like show all these people what I can do. Okay, yep. I'm 2 years in as a shitty door dinger.
Yeah.
So they pull in this like some kind of Dodge Charger or something, like whatever that car was at the time. Pretty, maybe like legit a $10,000 estimate. Like if you wrote a really strong estimate, not a horrible hail car, definitely fixable, but like not for me at the time. So I put it in front of me and I'm like, all right, let's do this. I'm just like working away start on the roof, right over the driver's side. 2 days go by and I've done like almost a quarter of the roof. Everybody else has done like 3 cars in a day.
Yep.
And, so me and the guy that I'm partnered with, Kevin Going, he actually got hit by a car a couple of months ago and like somebody stole his identity. But okay, that's neither here nor there.
Wow.
Yeah, horrible story. And anyway, he was a nice guy and everything. We just went separate ways, like quite literally. Like he went west and I went east on that storm.
Yeah.
We stayed in contact, but we never really split cars again. But okay, so I'm like, okay, I'm really bad. I'm like really bad at this. This old guy comes over and just laughing at me like, how did you even get here?
Yeah.
So anyway, I make it through that storm and it ends. And I call my brother. I'm like, I made $10,000 I made $4,000. Sorry. I made $4,000 in 15 days. And I was like bragging. Like that's the most money I'd ever heard about anybody making.
Right.
And he's like, wow, that's amazing. I'm like, yeah. All right. So I'm like all in on this hail thing now because I had a girlfriend, but whatever. I'm like 23, girlfriend who's like younger than me. No, whatever. No obligations.
Yeah, sure.
I don't even know if I had a real house at the time. I was sort of living on the road. So then I go on a couple more storms. Then, okay, this is my first year doing hail. There's this guy named Paul Covey, one of the fastest dent guys like you've ever seen, like lightning fast. He's over in France. These French guys, that own a dent company, see him. They're like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like that. Blowing through cars. Like French people, I don't know if you know this, but they don't like work real hard. Like they're not in a hurry. It's like laissez-faire. Is that like what you call it? So yeah, they're not.
I've heard that. I didn't know if it was true or not. But
I don't know if it's all Europeans, but like they don't really like to show up on Mondays, and they take a coffee break at 10 a.m. and they take some shots and start drinking. Then they go to lunch and drink a little bit more wine. Then they come back and are kind of tired, and they don't work Fridays.
Yeah, well.
The production is not like what you might be used to.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, this French company sees Paul Covey working, like, you got some more friends that work like you? And he's like, yeah, I got tons of Americans. I'll bring them all over. So they're like, bring them over. So I'm not qualified to be there. I don't know how this happened. I get over to France. I'm doing the same thing on the hailstorm. At least by this point, I realize where I am in the food chain, and it's kind of at the bottom.
Yeah.
But
you're in France, though.
Yeah. I'm in France.
But you're in France, Awesome. Yeah. Right.
So that was definitely awesome. While I'm thinking about it, if there's any younger guys that are kind of like in PDR and they might want to get in hail, do that. Go do hail, travel all over. You got social media now. We didn't have that then. I'd be on LinkedIn. I'd be on all these other things, like networking with all these hail guys. And you got to be careful because they will screw you, and you got no recourse if it's in another country. You're not going to get a lawyer. Just
Right.
do your due diligence, but travel, see the world. It's an amazing opportunity. Even I would probably, if I was young, go work for KHS, the Scott Bland Dent Wizard company. That's who I worked with the next year in Argentina. You're going to get paid. You might not kill it, but you're going to get paid, and you're going to have awesome experience, and nobody else gets deals like that. Right. Oh yeah. That's another thing I wanted to touch on. Okay, in America, we got it all wrong. It hails in a city. Everybody, their insurance company just says, do whatever you want. They'll go to the body shop. I don't know why people still do that. They'll go to the dealership. Like, I don't know where to take my car. I got a hail on. The average person has no idea. My advice is call a dent company, and they'll get you taken care of. It needs paint work. We'll send it to the body shop. Don't just go to the body shop because they're going to paint your car. In other countries like France and in Canada and all these other countries, it hails in that city. Usually one big PDR company has the contract with, let's just say it's like Allstate of Canada. Allstate will be like, hey, we recommend we're sending all of our customers to Jimmy John's PDR, and they're taking care of all of our claims. And so that this one dent company will have a giant warehouse, and every Allstate claim in that city will be sent to that warehouse, and it works way better. It's just a way better process. Granted, it gives that one company a little bit too much power, maybe. Right. But they could have 2 or 3 different dent companies and sort of just make sure everybody's, playing the game right. And nobody's,
I wonder if there's anti-steering laws in those countries.
Yeah.
There are here.
There are here. Yeah. I don't know what the difference up there. I guess maybe they don't, but
I don't know. I don't know how insurance works or anything, if there's any difference or anything like that.
I wouldn't know.
It just seems like it's a way better process. But
there's anti-steering laws here, but all they do is try and steer their customers to their preferred shop. So
yeah.
Fast and cheap as possible is what they're looking for. So
they honestly, from what I really, really think is Progressive. Okay, it hails in Tampa. Progressive has 500 claims. They don't want those cars getting fixed. They want to give the customer a $1,000 check. That customer casts that check and never fix their car. Right. They have no desire for that car to get fixed. It's in their best interest for those customers. That's why they do the lowball thing. They direct deposit the money in their account. They're saying, spend this, don't get your car fixed.
Yeah, right.
You're not wrong.
It sure seems that way to me. Nobody said it directly to me, but
no, it's 100% true. They have statistically found that most people will take the check and go. So that's why they hire people with no experience repairing cars, no knowledge. They don't train them on any of that. So this person goes out and writes the bare minimum,
Yeah.
And people take the check and they don't fix their car, and that saves them so much money. Whereas if they wrote it right the first time, they're just pulling out more money for no reason because the person's not getting it fixed still.
People, every customer brings that up. I'm like, you ever go any city you go to, you see the real big buildings, the real big nice ones, they got insurance company names on them. Like they know how to make money. They make a lot of it. Like they're not stupid.
Right.
This wasn't an accident that they gave you a $300 check.
Right. Yeah. Read your insurance claim or insurance policies, people. And in general, rule of thumb that I tell people is that if you've heard of the insurance company on a commercial and you hear it all the time, don't go with that insurance company because their money is going to advertising clearly because you've heard of them.
And there's super high end insurance companies I didn't even know about. You have to like qualify your net worth to have them. Like I was in this super high end shop in Alabama somewhere. Every car was a black Mercedes, just every single car. And I'd write the estimate, and the manager owner would be like, "Oh, that's squib. Just fix it. Just fix it." Like they write, like they don't, no questions, whatever it is, they write the check. Yeah, I'd never known that.
There are some high-end insurances like that. It's and if the shop has such a good reputation with the insurance company, like they've already established, like anything we're charging for, we're actually doing. We show you on every single job. We always explain everything. We're not doing anything. You're gonna have such an easier time working with insurance companies through that shop. Because they just approve. It saves them money to just do it because they know you're actually doing the work.
Right.
But anyway, so go ahead.
So I forgot exactly where, but okay. So I was talking about types of hail deals. So, and how insurance and all that. So another really cool type is the port deal. That was the Scott Blend, KHS. Those deals are awesome. Like, so a giant tanker coming from Germany, Volkswagens, gets hit at the port on the ship or in the shipping yard, Buenos Aires, like thousands of cars. This is one of the only ones that have been on her. It's in my mind right now. So anyway, you got, I can't even imagine, 10,000 Volkswagens that are damaged. Company like KHS, there's probably other ones, but I guess they were called Dent Wizard at the time. Dent Wizard comes in, writes all the cars. So all the Jettas are one price. All the Passats are a different price. They had these little weird pickup truck things. Those are a different price. And, they got a big warehouse. They just pull them in. You bang them out. Like, it's pretty awesome. But the quality control is totally insane. You have a light tunnel.
Right.
Like you've seen at the expo and stuff. You got a light tunnel. You pull the car in the light tunnel. You'll have the vice president of Volkswagen standing 20 feet back, telling the guy, like, no, a little bit left, a little bit over there. Circle that one spot. Like, it's insane. Like, I was like, okay, so you're standing 20 feet back. How do you want me to see that to fix it? This was I wasn't being a smart ass. I was dead. Like, hey man, like,
right.
You really expect me to fix that? He was like, right. I figured it out. I was like, okie dokie. All right.
Yeah.
I don't really remember what I did, but
probably push your light back 20 feet.
Yeah,
that's all I could think of.
At some point, though, you don't have a light big enough that you can push back that far.
No.
Yeah.
We got through it. I don't know if he was giving me a hard time specifically or just whatever. There were a lot of kickbacks, though. I mean, they're trying to get stuff done, so people are racing through it, but then they're circling back through just to clean them up, and the Dent Wizard guys don't really care. It was the Volkswagen QC guys that were giving them a hard time. So Dent Wizard had to act like they were giving the techs a hard time. It was just one big, show for everybody.
Yeah, right. I'm sure that it took your skills to a whole new level, though.
You start to think you don't know how to fix dents.
Yeah, right.
And then you got to just make it perfect, or you're not getting paid, or you're going to be sitting on the same car all day.
You got to figure it out, and regardless, whatever, you got to just make it happen.
Yeah.
Well, it's good motivation to push the skills, like Nick said.
Yeah,
that's good. It's good to have that. I can relate in body work. I worked for I think I was a B tech, and I started in a shop where the guy was really, really adamant on quality, and it turned me into an A tech like that. Nice. It's like all of a sudden I could do. You just learn. I have to learn. If I want to keep my job.
Those days suck, but you get through
they
it.
do.
And you're like, oh wow, okay.
Learning days. Learning days, winning days, and learning days.
If you're not having some of these learning days, you're not up in your game. You ain't trying hard enough. You just really aren't.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, of course, this dent stuff, when you have your own business, it's more like a lifestyle than anything. You have to kind of like day in, day out, kind of.
Oh yeah,
all the time.
Tell people that like want to get it, like this is hard. Like especially if there's a new guy in town that's like just trying to start out. I'm like, good luck, man. This is hard. I do this every day, and it's still hard. It's a long road, dude.
It's like, tough stuff.
Yeah. Right. But that is where I like the dealership stuff. I actually gave away my last dealership because I just couldn't keep up with it. With the hail we've had, I just was like, what's the point here? Like, I'll make more in a day than I will in 2 months. So, but maybe I'll get it back. But anyway, like you get the smashes, you know, and I'll be like, hey, let me try that. Like, we got to send it to the painter anyway. So I'll just, you know, and if I fix it, great. And if not, maybe, you know, I'll just charge you a push to paint price. So that really is a good way just to practice on smashes, because you can't really otherwise unless you're in a body shop. But, you know, if you want to get paid either way, doing the dealerships is a good way.
Okay. So what was the progression like for smash jobs? Like how long until you felt you were doing a smash job as a PDR tech? Like how many years in?
And like, what did you consider like size wise? Starting out was a smash job for you.
Okay. So I keep doing hail up till 2019. Then I want to be like a local door dinger. And I see, you know, Bryce Kelly's videos. And obviously I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not going to do that. Like in my mind, I think, oh man, I can do these big dents, you know, like I'm really good at hail. Like they come out perfect every time. Smashes are a different thing. Like,
totally.
And I didn't have a good go at it for a while. Like,
of course,
I could fix like a decent size dent, but the big smashes, like, they're hard. I'm still not even that great at them, like, to be honest. But I started getting more confident and being able to charge the good money. Maybe 3 or 4 years of attempting and failing and being like, I mean, that's not perfect, but it's what you wanted, you know. A lot of people just, hey man, can you make this look like good enough so I can trade this car in?
Right.
It's practicing and
3 to 4 years. That's interesting.
And I don't recommend the smashes, to be honest. It's hard on
It is.
People don't take that into account. We're like, the money we make, we're like whatever you want to call it, minor league baseball players make like pretty good money. Like you blow your shoulder out, you're out. Like
done.
It might be career ending, or you're out for a couple seasons. And people, like every older guy I know has a blown out shoulder or two. I tried, like, that's my other advice to any younger guys. If it hurts, don't do it. Like if you're really cranking, just stop. I'm not fixing this dent. I get smashed bedsides all the time. People send me like, oh man, I'll pay you anything. I'm like, not me. I'm not doing it. Like I can look at a dent and tell, like, no, it's not good for my shoulder.
I get it.
And the hail, like arm high, that hurts your shoulder. Arm low, that's good. Don't do that. That's just asking for problems.
Absolutely, it is.
I learned that one the hard way.
It's good. It's good.
But the smashes, man, they're just they're not for everybody. Like it's a niche, and if I can't work on a dent for more than a day. Like 5-6 hours. If it gets into 2 days, like you remember that BMW that we were looking at earlier? Like I spent 4 hours on, I don't know, maybe 3 hours. And I told the lady, it'll probably be 90%, you know, like it won't, that edge, I don't know. I'll just get I was all confident that day thinking I could get it straight, and it didn't come out, and I didn't charge her for it. And it was stretched and oil canning, and I didn't have access. And my son's, that one. And my son's calling me like, hey, that was 4th of July. I was like, I'm going to bang out $1,000 real quick. I'll be home by 11. And my son's calling me, hey, when are you coming home? I was like, you know what? I'm done. After 4 hours of it oil canning and I couldn't get that edge straightened out, I finally gave up. It was just sharper. That impact was sharper than it looks. Just below the body line, above the edge, that's what was actually giving me the most problems.
It's actually a really nasty spot, and it's funny that I came across this because I had a dent the other day that was very similar on like the same exact gate. And I and somebody else looked at it and said, maybe some lateral tension, but even without that, looks like a few glue pulls and then some pushing, that thing kicked my ass. The dent kicked my ass. I actually had to tag in somebody a little bit more experienced just to get it done on time. I could have finished it, but not on time. So that's what happened. But your dent reminds me of that.
But I mean, I thought my price was a little aggressive. I think I started at like 1,400 or something like that. But now she's got to replace that and paint it, which I can't even imagine. Like 6,000, 8,000. I have no idea. But
if somebody replaces it at that point, I mean, they should take what you did and just finish it off with some filler.
Yeah, right.
But still, it's got to be painted. It's got to be taken apart. It's got to go through the body shop process.
It'll be a couple of thousand for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
But so the reason why I asked about the smash thing is because we normally, I mean, if we have a body tech on, we ask them how long it took them to get to the point where they felt like they could do body work,
right.
In a shop, it's smash jobs every time.
And we're talking about body work, like as in regardless of what comes in your bay, you can fix it or find a way to fix it, whatever.
No picking and choosing.
And it's usually about 5 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So
about 5 years.
You saying 3 to 4 years. I mean, that's right in that same
and
ballpark.
That's an experienced tech that already knows how to fix most dents. Perfect. Like a standard door ding, no problem. A little bit bigger. But yeah, that smash stuff when you're getting into tapping down the smile and crown and
it's a different
I just
animal.
started using lateral tension the last like 2 years maybe.
That was my next question.
Yeah, I don't even know if it existed before that, but yeah.
It did.
It did. It was just in body shops, it was vastly different looking, but in PDR, it kind of just started popping up everywhere in the last 2 years.
Yeah. Well, that's what those videos will do for you.
They will. They will.
Right now I'm using the Porta Power just because, like, I don't know, I dig it with the Keith Greek Black Plague whatever straps and stuff. I do like the straps. They don't seem to. The first ones I used, the Kiko ones, were leaving like damage, So
which ones were they from Kiko? Did you the threaded rod?
Yeah, the threaded rod with
before the K Power.
The threaded rod with the feet that go like that.
Yeah.
And they would do that and then I had the other little one with the small. But yeah, my thing with those, they're right through the dent, so you can't see. It's always getting in your way. I love the offset one, so you can work the dent while you do.
The K Power is much better, and they're so I really love Black Plague straps, like you said, Keith straps, because of the same reason. They're down low to the panel, they don't cause any damage, and it took a bunch of the companies a minute to catch on to what was doing that. But they all seem to kind of do it. So now Kiko has the tab straps where they act just like Keith straps, so they don't cause any damage now. Those are great. And even Cam Auto now has started using tools that instead of pushing on the tabs for lateral tension, it pulls on the tabs for lateral tension, which also kind of does the same effect. They don't dive down because you're pulling. There's nothing to go down.
We are in a crazy time in the PDR business, especially with glue pulling. Like there's so much new stuff coming out all the time.
Cool.
Right. Cool? It's crazy to even try to keep up with. If you're not on social media, if you're just trying to, you're just doing daily grinds, you're not keeping up, and it's wild how much.
I feel like it was stagnant for like 15 years, just the same tools. Like, oh, I got a metal rod with a different color handle. Like it was just nothing. And then now all of a sudden it's like, whoa, this glue pull, the lateral tension straps, this, that, these tabs are way better. No, these tabs. And it's true. Like you got to just mess with it all. And I feel like it's almost like fishing lures, like this guy has this lure and it works for him. He catches all these bass with this lure. And this guy says this lure sucks. This is the best lure. That's how glue pulling is. So you got to build your confidence with that glue and that tab and that setup. Right. And it works for you. And this guy might not have the confidence in that glue setup. It's just everybody's different. You got to build your confidence with it.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but so I'm up here. My go-to PDR glue is Dent Reaper Purple Perfection. Okay. Nick in his area says it doesn't pull at all.
It pulls okay, but
Well, not at all. Sorry, wrong word choice.
Yeah,
Sorry, John Vidine.
Yeah.
It's still good glue. But it pulls like crazy up here.
Yeah.
Whereas,
we got to switch with the seasons. Wintertime, I use a separate glue. Summertime, I use a separate glue.
Right.
Like, you can't get the one I use in the summer. You can't get it off the car in the wintertime. You spend all your time trying to get it off the car and it doesn't pull.
Yeah.
You want to talk about cold glue? You want me to tell you how much I hate it?
Cold glue?
Unpopular opinion. I'm going to bury my own grave on this. It does work, and I like it, but I've been playing with it. Okay, positives. Yeah, it's great. Like pull a soft dent out, or your glue's not heated up. Especially if you miss one little hail dent and you like notice it on your way out.
Right.
Okay,
right.
But maybe it's the heat in Florida, and it's if you have not a great paint job or a faded paint job on a black car. I did a Porsche the other day, one little dent in the roof. And I'm right now I'm using Sergio's. I was also using Dead on Dent. I think that's what it is. I have the Sergio's hot, but that does not seem to work for me at all. So right now I'm using the Sergio's red. Pulled the dent out, pretty decent. Then I'm trying to get it off the car. I just use alcohol, and I left scratches in it with just like my rag trying to get it off. So then I'm buffing this black car. It was just a nightmare.
Right.
And I know you can use like kerosene, but like, okay, great. One more deadly chemical that's going to give me cancer. Like, I just don't want to. And then my other thing I really thought it was going to be a game changer for with the cold glue was like a light hail damage rail. I was like, oh my God, that's going to be a game changer because I can bang them out and go down, blend it out. But like I got 100 little dime-sized dents on this rail, bam, bam, bam. It gives that residue. And now my dents, I can't see, like that last 10, 20%, I can't see because of the residue, and I'm cleaning the residue off, and then I just go back to my hot glue. So I've got to do have some growing pains and figure that out. Not there.
I'm kind of the same way with cold glue. If it's cooler in the morning, whatever, I can get it going some, but it leaves mostly a mess for me.
Yeah. Do you have a problem like if I have a dent and I do like 5 pulls, it gets gooey, like it doesn't hold its consistency. It starts to melt down sort of.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, everything's changing so quick. Somebody will come out with the greatest cold glue and everybody's going to be like, told you guys.
Yeah. Each one is different for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Each glue is different. What you described, I have all the same problems. I guess we're all still kind of figuring out cold glue. They're figuring out how to make it and we're figuring out how to use it. And every time they change it, we got to learn it all over again. So there's no set process yet. And we're figuring things out.
Yeah.
I did want to bring up, so for me, cold glue is a finishing tool. So when you're almost done, you take the light off, or you think you're done, take the light off, and all right, there's a wave, put the light further back, you see a wave. Cold glue comes in on that soft wave like money. And this is Smashwork, door dings, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I definitely find I'll use a big diameter tab. Like I don't ever use that with hot glue. Like it's usually just little tiny nickel sized tabs. But the cold glue, I'll use the big tab and I will get a better pull with more surface area.
For the bigger stuff, like as far as bulking stuff out, I think it's better in that scenario. But like doing smaller stuff, aside from like blending a little rail, like if you're fine tuning, with cold glue, then I really don't use it much because, like you said, you get all that crap everywhere, and then you have to try and get it off, and then now you're polishing this whole side, and what could have took like a minute or two is now taking you 30 minutes just to clean up a mess.
Exactly. I'm trying to use it to be faster, and in the long run, I'm like, oh God.
And when you're outside, when you're at somebody's house, when you're mobile, whatever, that's not what you want to be doing. At all.
The thing I don't want to do the most when I'm working is look like an idiot. If something makes me look like an idiot, that's when I kind of get upset.
Right.
I'm gonna share this. This is my only other real big that I love cold glue for. Is for Smashwork lateral tension. Using cold glue in the middle of lateral tension is pretty amazing what it can handle. Sometimes you get bupkis, out of it, but I mean this Rivian dent was done by David White here in Connecticut. But I mean, with a little bit of lateral tension on there. He just comes in and he gets out like 95% of it with a large cold glue tab, I will say.
Yeah.
But
do you guys every time you walk by a Rivian look for a dent in the quarter panel? I do. I don't know.
Of course.
Every time I walk by, I gotta see this thing dented.
Is this one dented? This was actually funny. Yeah, see, it's
nice.
It's you have to know where to put it too, because it doesn't work the same as hot glue tabs. You know, it's the strongest to weakest, deepest to shallowest. It's not like that with cold glue. I find working from a tight edge and working your way in is actually better. So it's, you know, it's a learning process, and we're all learning cold glue right now.
Right.
So and yeah, I'm playing with different kinds. I've gone through a few Sergios. Didn't like any of the residue. I'm using sticky gum right now. It does the same exact thing with residue. I feel like it comes off a little bit easier, but it
does get all over the place. Yeah,
I got the hot Sergio glue, the gray stuff. I thought that would be the ticket here, but it didn't. It just didn't seem. Maybe it was the car. I don't think I gave it much of a chance, but maybe I'll try.
I also keep trying every time, because Hudson Tansy's out there and he's making videos pulling 110, 111 degrees. And and his method is to put literally just a skim of cold glue on the tab. And in between every pull, he takes his finger and he works it all so it's not glossy, and he puts a little lump in the middle. So I've been doing that. It seems to work well. You always get residue, but I feel like it lasts a little longer. Like when it's overworked, it'll still do something.
Right.
Maybe 2 more pulls.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
yeah, I don't know. It's still one of those things that you always have that if chance that you're adding 30 minutes to your repair.
Right.
By simply doing that.
Or I can just use hot glue and be bam, bam, bam. Works perfect for me. Seems like every time.
Yeah. The other thing is I won't use alcohol. So I'm using wax and grease remover or kerosene or something to take that stuff off. And I just have rubber gloves in the car to keep those.
Wax and grease remover is good to have
wax and grease remover. The stuff that body shops use before they paint.
Yeah.
That stuff takes cold glue off like it's nothing. Like it's not even there.
I've always used rubbing alcohol, 91%. Back in the day, we used denatured, and I don't know. I didn't use gloves. I would wake up and feel like that I had a hangover from just the toxicity of it.
Yeah,
so I stopped that pretty quick.
Yep. Yeah. No, that's nasty stuff for sure.
Josh uses Dent Reaper glue in Florida, and then Michael Price, he uses Dent Reaper and Pink Snapper is his go-to. Tell you my go-tos for smaller I ain't gonna say every day, but just your smaller door ding style is the green and red Jiu-Jitsu glue, the alcohol-free stuff. That stuff is really good. Green is cooler climate, and red is hotter. I use that, and I use Anson's collision glue and Cam Aldo's glue. That's what I use.
Nice.
I try to circle between those 3, and it does.
Maybe I need to get out of my bubble. I just use Orange Fire and Pink, whatever it's called, just Pink from Anson in the winter
Pink
time.
Snapper. Yeah,
Pink Snapper, and then
that Pink Snapper glue is good.
It's great,
especially in cold weather, or nice weather. You know, normal weather, not 150 degrees and 100% humidity like we have before.
I like the alcohol-free glue just because you can kind of peel it off when you're done, and it's not like just overly ripping everything off. You can kind of be aggressive with it and still get good pulls and not have to sit there spraying alcohol all over the place all the time. I mean, you can use alcohol to take it off, obviously, and it just comes right off, no problem. I like that stuff for smaller dents. I think it's good.
I was recommended to try Willie Quick's PDR or dent popper, I think it is.
Yeah.
But it's an easy peel. It's a yellow glue.
Yeah, I have that. I haven't tried it yet.
So Greg Dyer said that's the one to try if you're into that alcohol-free easy peel stuff. So I've been meaning to do it. It's in the car, just haven't done it. I don't do a lot of the easy peel. I don't do a lot of the PDR.
Yeah,
it's hard to play with the new stuff. It's like using a new fishing lure, right?
I mean, I know that this Dent Reaper purple is gonna do what it's gonna do. Like, why should I almost feel like I should get a whole nother glue gun just to test new glue out.
Well, you know, when you change a glue, you're going to lose like 1 to 2 sticks of glue just emptying out the canister of the old that you had in there.
Right.
So the ones that I have, the green or the red jiu-jitsu glue in there, I mean, I'm not going to put collision glue in there just because, you know, it's going to take those properties that it has away.
You're reminding me of somebody who would put in like a 1/4 stick of this and a 1/4 stick of that, and he'd mix his own and, and do some weird stuff.
Right. You know, I don't know. I just have it there. It's with me, and I haven't used anything else. And because of that, I got 2 guns that I use. If I'm going to do big work, I use this gun. If I'm going to do the other, I use that one. And that's the way I've been doing it. I got a bunch of different glues. I just hadn't tried them. Hadn't tried them yet. You know? I don't know.
Well, tools. Are there any tools that scream out at you as like a must-have, something that you grab every day? What do you?
Yes. Okay. For the first 10, 12 years of chasing hail, the Anson double tipped rod. You know, you got your metal tip, turn over, have a rubber tip. Fixed. I don't even know. A couple hundred. No, let's see. I made a lot of money with it. I fixed a lot of cars. 10 years, 15 years, whatever I used that for. Then green handle. Yeah.
I've got it. Yeah.
So I'm working in Dallas, and this guy's like, "Hey man, I got these new tools. You should just try one out." And I'm like, come on, dude. I know everything. I'm not trying your stupid tool out. Of course, my tool's the best. So I'm like, all right, I'll try a couple pushes. The Mark Turkis sharp tip PDR finesse set. I'm like, all right, I'll try it out. I'm pushing. I'm like, oh my God, this is the greatest hail tool I've ever put in my hands. It's whatever the metal is, it's way stiffer. I think it's a little bit more diameter, maybe a tiny bit, but it's whatever the metal is, it's way stiffer. Sharp tip. Just the sharp tip won't slip on you at all. Like I realized, like I don't really use the rubber tip that much. I'm a sharp tip guy. Just like I don't know, this is what I like. So yeah, the Mark Turkis set, like especially for the long hail rods, that was the game changer for me. I love that tool. Like I couldn't live without it. If I had to have one, that's it.
Yeah. Maybe I need to get a third glue gun just to try these other glues. And
that's what I was just saying. Get another glue gun.
I had a plug-in one that was my backup with different glue, but it sat around for 3 years, and I was like, why do I carry this with me everywhere I go? I just threw it away. Yeah. It's
something. Yeah. So we got the Mark Turkis set. What about for that's for hail specific? That's what you like.
Well, there's a little one. I think it goes by another name, like the Big Tiny or something. I love that one too, just for getting in little holes, you know. That's always a good one for me. I like the tequila set too with a rubber tip. That's actually like for bigger stuff and like everything. Just having a rubber tip set up, like it's kind of like a Johnson, just with a 90 degree. It's a very basic tool, like. Nothing too special about it. I just like it.
Yeah. What about Aiden wants to know, what about door tools? You got anything you like as far as door tools? Have you tried the new Kratos or anything that's come out?
Okay. I'm in search of the perfect door tool. I got the Dent Slayer super sharp one, and I do like it, but I keep going back to my PDR Finesse Ultimate door tool. And
that's what I use.
There's nothing like amazing about it. It just works like every time. Sometimes I wish I had a sharper tip, but sometimes also wish I could put a rubber tip on there, but whatever. It's got like a median, like a shaved sort of rounded tip. And I just like the kick on it. I like that the diameter's really thin, so you never struggle to get it in a window. I do like my Dent Slayer one, but like I keep finding myself going back to the other one just because I'm like, I'm getting there real quick. You know. That's what I'm stuck on right now, like for the last 5 years or so, for door tools. And then obviously like your standard whale tail set, obviously, because the dent is always under the brace.
Right. Yeah.
You know who makes a nice tip for that PDR Finesse door tool is Black Magic PDR tips.
Oh yeah. I'll have to give it a try.
Best PDR tips I've found. He makes awesome R4 tips.
He does have some good stuff.
They stay on pretty good.
Everything. They stay on great.
Yeah.
The whale tail stuff, I usually put a piece of Tesla tape on to make sure it stays on, but he's got covers for your whale tails.
Yeah.
Like who else has that? Nobody else has covers for whale tails.
Yeah.
They don't always fit, but when they do, it makes a nice soft push. All of a sudden your whale tail is just going to push stuff out way quicker.
I do want to get some stand liner stuff. Like, I see those the tools. It's kind of a spoon, pushes more metal out. I just haven't committed.
I wanted to.
That's nice for metallics and that kind of stuff. Keeping your metallics from mottling and all that stuff. Really good tool.
You go to MTE?
I'm gonna go. I go to the one in the wintertime, not this one. When is it? Is it coming up?
Yeah, that's PDR Expo in Vegas. No, MTE in Orlando. I
mean, I can drive over in the morning and drive home. Yeah, that.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
We're gonna see you out there this year.
It is like like a lot of us get into this business because we're maybe like a little bit socially awkward. We're not the most like chatty Cathy outgoing people. So it is a little bit like I'm not really the guy there, It's like shaking hands.
Right.
Like I'm just like, oh man, all right.
Man, the 2024 was my first year. Mine and Stefan's first year to go there.
It's a little overwhelming.
And until then, I had not met Stefan yet. Okay, so I go down to Florida. We'll go up to this place, and I look up, and I'm like, I can't find the doors. I'm leaving. And I've traveled 14 hours away. I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'm leaving. I can't find the doors. And then I'm like, hey, at that time he calls and he's like, where are you at? I'm right out here. So I ended up going in there, and I'm glad I did because it was a good time. But I'm one of those people that I'll find any reason to exit out like immediately. But every time I stay, it's a great time. It's fun. You learn a lot of stuff. You get to see a lot of stuff.
Everyone's nice. Like it's just It's just a lot. It's like intimidating. It's overwhelming.
Right. I mean, just to go and put all the tools in your hands, even if you aren't going to buy them there, like at least in the future, you'd be like, man, that thing I saw at MTE will come in handy, and that door ding I got next week, so I'm going to order it, and then you know what you're ordering because you had it in your hand.
True. Yeah.
It's super hard to pick out what PDR tools are online. That
is true
through pictures, So it's I think it's key, especially for beginners. You got to go. And Education Day is a great resource. You learn a lot on education from other shop owners and everything. So there's certain classes I do not miss. It's going to be back at the Rose and Shingle this year. So it's was that way 3 years ago and before. So now it's going to be back there again.
Nice.
Looking forward to it.
There was a lot more people there last year. So probably going to be even more than that this year. A lot more collision guys I noticed.
Oh yeah.
Out there.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. It actually is a little surprising when I hear collision guys, they say, oh yeah, I'm going to go to MTE. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, you should, I'm not going to say you shouldn't because we're using the same tool. They're dent fixing tools. They're not PDR tools. They're dent fixing tools.
Yeah.
Whether you finish it off with PDR or you finish it off with filler, it's up to you.
Yeah. I ran into this one shop we do dents for. They're like they do wraps and high-end details and just like PPF and all that stuff. And I see him at the Mobile Tech RX like 2 years ago. And he's like, oh, hey, Andrew, what's up? Oh, hey. And I didn't even think twice about it. I was like, oh, yeah, it's cool. Good to see you here. And then I left and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, why is he at Mobile Tech Expo? Oh, they want to get in doing dents.
Yeah.
Trying to come in on my turf.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of detailers at the expo, though. I mean, it seemed to be.
It's a big detailing thing now. Actually, I feel like the detailing side grows bigger than the PDR one does every year.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. PDR shops that offer tint and PPF and all this stuff are really just glorified detail shops.
Yeah, I could see that.
I'm just saying.
The PDR becomes the thing you do that you have to do before you fix the
because you go to these shops
really want.
They always got tint, they always got wraps or PPF in there.
Well, you know what they do with the PPF or the wraps, not the PPF, but the wraps, dude, they'll just fill it with Bondo. Like this guy was telling me, can you fix this dent? I was like, yeah, I can't get over there for a couple of days. He's like, oh, I'll just put putty in it. I was like, okay, if that's what you want to do.
They can. I mean, they just got to do that, and they should be priming it at least, and yeah, they can wrap right over that. It'll be fine.
Yeah. On a brand new, like not a brand new, but a pretty nice car. I wouldn't do it.
But if I'm wrong about that, please tell me why I'm wrong about that. But I swear they're just glorified detail shops.
I got an email today. I got a text out of nowhere. This company called Denters wanting to, hey, we're going to sell some dents for you in your area. Would you like to be a technician for us? We'll sell the jobs and you just go fix them. I was like, oh, great. Yeah. Another middleman. Thanks.
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I didn't dig it. I was like, they did have a nice website and stuff, but I was like, it sounds like a total headache.
I've had a few too many arguments with some dent warranty groups. So
yeah, I try not to do them. If I do now, I'm like, hey, you just pay me and then try to get your money. It's just a big waste of time. Like,
right. It really is the hoops you got to jump through and stuff to get to them and get set up to the customer and all that. It's like,
no, I've been on the phone for an hour, send them my estimate and everything else, and they're like, okay, we pay $65 per panel. I'm like, okay, you just wasted an hour of my time. Right. I told you what my price was. It was like, I don't know, $350 or something. It's a couple little door things. I'm like, no, I'm not going to this customer's house for $65.
Right. Josh asked, how'd you enjoy surfing Typhoon Lagoon?
It was the bomb diggity. It's my favorite. Well, I mean, the wave's not great or nothing, but it is, it's super fun. Like, yeah. It's a good time. It's like just super photogenic. Like it's built to look like that. Like it's awesome. I go there. I haven't been this summer much, only once, but last year I went like 6-7 times.
That's something I've never done is actual surfing. Never done.
Yeah. It's a good time. I just grew up like my cousin wouldn't shut up about surfing, and I was like, oh, that's okay. If I want to be cool, I guess I gotta surf.
Yeah, it would be really difficult for me to surf. There's nothing to surf here with, so I have to drive down to the coast, and that's 10 hours. So I'm probably not 10 hours, 6 hours, 5-6 hours.
Yeah, you don't want to surf in that water. That's like basically the Mississippi Delta area, isn't it?
Yeah,
basically. Yeah. It's like that's like the highest cancer rates in the world. Like yeah, you don't want to surf over there.
Right.
Stay out of that water.
Right. Yeah, we're out of it. Well, we made it an hour already. That kind of flew by.
It did. It did. Yeah, I looked up and it was towards the end. But yeah, thank you for coming on. Wasn't so bad. We kept it going. Awesome.
I didn't get to tell my old school dent stories, but it's all good.
Well, you want to end with one? We got time.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I mean, when I first started doing hail, it was insane. I mean, like fights in the parking lot. Guy pulled a knife, put it to this other guy's throat for not paying him. Like good. I mean, good stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like Memphis on a Tuesday at 11 o'clock.
That sounds like down the street.
My first year, I was traveling with this guy Brad Ho. He's out of Tampa, and he had got stiffed on a deal, I think somewhere on the East Coast of Florida, maybe Daytona or something. Anyway, this guy, he's working in the summertime. He told me this, like, I was working in like Daytona, and I was like, oh, that sounds awesome. I'd love to work over by the beach. He's like, yeah, in Florida in the summertime, yeah, it was hell, and I didn't get paid. So anyway, he didn't get paid. Whatever. He moves on. He's in somewhere. Let's just say Kansas City or somewhere like that. And they're like, hey, there's that guy that didn't pay you at their Waffle House or something. It's like,
call him at the Waffle House.
Yeah, you know how ten guys would meet up at the Waffle House.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, there's a guy Jim that didn't pay you over there, and he's like, haha, yeah, right, you're messing with me. He's like, no, I'm serious. He's right there. He's walking out. So he looks over and he sees him. He's like, oh, okay. So he goes to, hey man, like, I remember that money you owe me, and you know how like people that don't pay you are like, oh yeah, I mailed it to you. They mailed it back to me in the wrong address or something. I don't know, man. Like, always excuses. So Brad's like, man, so I walk him up to his car. I was like, man, I start shaking. I know he's like, I was shaking so bad. I just knew I was going to punch this guy. So he lights him up, dude. His briefcase goes this way. The dude goes down. tunes him up a couple more times. He's like, don't worry about the money, dude. I know I'm never getting it. Goes on. Yeah,
right.
That was my introduction to the Hail life. So
that was the intro.
I didn't see the drugs and all that side of it. Everybody I work was pretty professional besides that. But yeah. And then the other story, we're in Argentina, and this guy Robert.
You mentioned that earlier, but we didn't get to
that. So his sons are dent guys, and they got stiffed. This guy stiffed his son. Same run around. Like, hey, my son said you didn't pay him. He's like, oh, I'm gonna pay him like next month when I get the money. This goes on for like 6 months. So then I see the guy like, hey, Robert, why don't you come over later to my house? Like, whatever, my rental. We'll talk about the money or whatever. And he's just like, yeah, more of the same. I'm like, I know you're not ever paying anybody.
Right.
So he's my roommate too at the time. This guy Robert, the Dent Wizard put us together. So I'm just working away. I think it's like lunch or everybody's taking a little bit of break. I think I was working, not paying. I have my headphones in, whatever. Finally, like somebody comes over, like, the police come in. Like the police come in and grab him and walk him out, and everybody's like, what's going on? What just happened? Like Robert just went over and pulled a knife to this guy's throat. I was like, you better pay me my money, my kid's money. You're ripping them off. Like I'm gonna kill you. Like seriously. And he got escorted out of the shop back to the spot. I had to drive him to the airport, drop him off. I was like, man, you're a real dude. I'll tell you that. So yeah, man, it got wild. It used to get wild on the Hill Trail. But after all that stuff, it seemed like everybody worked with no drugs, very normal. Everybody's, professional, show up early, work late. So all those drug stories you hear, like not the deals that I was ever on, like maybe more the wholesale stuff, you know, but I always did retail, body shop stuff, a couple of those Ford deals, but people.
Par for the course for the automotive trade from, it's a bit crazy. In any trade.
If anything, some guys show up a little hungover, but like, they still put in a 10-hour day and bang out work, like,
Right.
Yeah. Right. I
have to
do that, but I don't drink. So
nice. I definitely don't as much as, I might have one time. Right. I'm sort of retired, but,
there you go.
I missed one day of work. I feel like in my whole career, I was throwing up on my shoes. Like I was just like, man, I don't know what's going on. Like I had some sort of stomach bug. And that's the only day I've ever missed. I think I'm probably lying.
Wow.
My wife actually made me stay in a room for 6 days during COVID. So I did miss work but otherwise,
just been out here killing it.
You got the sniffles. Like you can't just stay home.
Right.
Nope.
Right.
Plus, get paid.
If you sleep in or stay home and don't do anything, like today, I didn't do much today. I did stuff around the house and stuff, but I feel like crap.
Yeah.
And usually when I'm out working 12, 14 hours a day all over the place, I don't feel terrible like this.
Yeah. No, you gotta be productive.
Yeah. Right. Right. And I felt like I was productive today, but not like on the level that I'm consistently at.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought, let's go hang out today, not do much, just chill out, whatever.
Yeah.
Work is the drug.
It is.
I guess.
If I'm not stressed out and exhausted, I'm not happy. Like,
right.
Yeah.
I'm miserable if I don't have anything to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. Well.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. It was great talking to you. I look forward to meeting you in person at MTE. Definitely make sure you find us. We'll be pretty busy this year doing the tag team competition. We like to go around and make videos in the different booths. But if you see us, definitely grab us.
Okay. Are those dents fixable? Like I've never done the Dent Olympics, but those dents, they look hard. They look deep and stretched.
They're fixable. They're just beyond they're not to the point where you need a shrinky box. If you need a shrinky box, you did something wrong.
That's I asked Kevin Bird, what's the number one tool you see guys using that do like make it to the, whatever finals or whatever. I don't remember if he gave me a good answer.
Cherry cap.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I want to know what the tool is that the guys that place, every year, what their tool is of choice is. I'd like to know.
Yeah.
If I was gonna go and just attack it tomorrow, I would start with the Kratos store tools.
Okay.
That's what I would do. I would wrap it in a little Tessa tape to start, and I'd use the Kratos door tools. But that's new as of last year. So you won't find people that say that they use it every year because it didn't exist before last year.
So, right. Are those dents ever braced up, or they make a point to put them in the open?
They're in the open.
They're in the open.
But the deal is, and they're working on changing things in the future. Possibly they're thinking of ways to make it more even. But so if you're the first one to work on it, you're working on a panel that has 3 other almost stretched dents on it. Metal's been affected, so it's going to act different than the guy who's working on a 1 dent, the only dent in the panel. Then you got the guys that have the dent that's near the handle, and the guys that have the dent that's way out in the open. It's going to react completely different. So it's not a big deal. But what I can say is that this is the last year of the tag team competition. And they're talking about replacing it with a different style competition in the future, which is I heard what I think is going to be the answer. I don't think it's been released yet. I'm not going to be in trouble and tell people, but it sounds cool. It sounds cool. So something to look forward to. Anyway, thanks for coming on.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. I'm just going to end it right here.
Yeah. Hang out. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
All right.
See you guys.
Bye, everybody.
So crank it up loud.